In 490 BC, the mighty Persian Empire, under the rule of King Darius the Great, launched a military campaign that would forever shape the course of history. His vast army, the most powerful force the world had ever seen, set sail across the Aegean Sea, determined to bring the rebellious Greeks to their knees. But at the plains of Marathon, his grand ambitions met an unexpected resistance, one that would ignite a legendary conflict between East and West. But who was Darius the Great? What drove him to expand his empire to the very edges of the known world? And how did his reign shape the course of Persian and world history? To understand Darius's greatness, we must first look at the world he inherited. Before Darius, the Persian Empire was ruled by Cambyses II, son of Cyrus the Great. Cambyses expanded Persian rule into Egypt, but died mysteriously in 522 BC. His sudden death left a power vacuum, and chaos erupted across the empire. A man named Galmata, claiming to be Cambyses' brother, took the throne, but his rule was short-lived. Darius, a young but ambitious noble from the Achaemenid family, led a coup against the false king. With the backing of 6 other Persian nobles, Darius assassinated Galmata and seized the throne. But taking power was just the beginning. Rebellions erupted across the empire, from Babylon to Elam, from Media to Egypt. Darius spent the next several years crushing uprisings and re-establishing control over the vast Persian lands. By 518 BC, he had secured his rule, and the Persian Empire was stronger than ever. Unlike many conquerors who ruled through fear, Darius was a master administrator. He reorganized the empire, dividing it into satrapies, provinces ruled by governors called satraps, who answered directly to him. He standardized the empire's economy, introducing a common currency, the golden daric, and improved trade by constructing roads, the most famous being the Royal Road, stretching over 2,500 kilometers. To maintain control, Darius established a network of spies called the King's Eyes and Ears. These officials traveled throughout the empire, ensuring that satraps remained loyal and that revolts were crushed before they could spread. Darius also expanded Persia's legal system and built massive construction projects, including the grand city of Persepolis, which would become the heart of Persian civilization. But for all his achievements, Darius had one goal above all: expansion. Darius was a warrior king. After securing his throne, he set his sights on new lands. He marched eastward, expanding Persia's borders into India, reaching the Indus River. To the west, he crushed revolts in Egypt and secured control over the rich lands of the Middle East. In 499 BC, Greek cities in Ionia, Persian-controlled lands, rebelled against Persian rule. Supported by Athens and Eretria, these city-states burned the Persian city of Sardis to the ground. Furious, Darius vowed revenge. And so, in 490 BC, Darius sent his army across the Aegean to punish Athens. His fleet carried thousands of Persian soldiers to the shores of Greece. Their first target was Eretria, one of the cities that had helped the Ionian rebels. The Persians burned Eretria to the ground and enslaved its people. Then, they turned to their main enemy, Athens. At Marathon, a force of around 25,000 Persian soldiers landed on Greek soil. The Athenians, vastly outnumbered, had only 10,000 hoplites. Yet against all odds, they defeated the mighty Persian army in one of history's most legendary battles. The defeat at Marathon was a humiliation for Darius. He vowed to return with an even greater force. But before he could launch another invasion, he died in 486 BC, leaving his empire to his son Xerxes, who would carry out his father's dream of conquering Greece.